Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Jacksonville University virtual town hall. We greatly appreciate everyone joining us here today. See folks joining in as we get underway. And a happy Charter Day to all of you out there, as we will be celebrating the class of 2020 today with our virtual global toast. If you have not done so thus far, make sure you're going on to social media and posting your toast to the class of 2020 with the hashtag JUToast. I'm Scott Bacon, a Senior Vice President here at Jacksonville University. We are joined again today by the senior leadership for the institution. Our thanks to them for taking times out of their busy schedules. President Cost, our Provost Dr. and our Dean of Students, Dr. Christy Gover, will be with us. We're going to go to them today to get their thoughts on the class of 2020 as they'll give their best wishes and congrats. Of course, we wish we could be seeing them in person this spring. And of course, we have announced that we will have a physical on-campus commencement at homecoming this fall. But this is our virtual attempt to recognize and congratulate the class of 2020 here today. A couple of quick housekeeping items. Folks are probably getting used to this format by now, but in case you're not, a reminder: on the upper right hand of your screen, there is an icon you can click to toggle between the grid view and the speaker view if you want to make the person speaking large. In the bottom right hand of the screen, there is a purple icon that you can expand that allows you to enter into the chat room. We have a whole host of JU representatives. They've got JU next to their names that are going to be working to answer your questions today throughout the virtual town hall. Anything we don't get to, please send your emails to careteam@ju.edu. Again, that's careteam@ju.edu, and all of the information up to date on COVID-19 is available at ju.edu/coronavirus. We are not going to do Q&A today, as we're going to circle back after the best wishes for the global toast to the provost and the dean of students for operational updates that we've sent out this week about the extension of our online learning and our staff working from home. But again, please put your questions into the chat and send us your questions to careteam@ju.edu. With that, I will turn things over to President Cost so he can share his thoughts and congrats for the class of 2020.
Very good. Thank you, Scott, so much. Greetings, everybody, from your beautiful campus of Jacksonville University. We hope all of you are staying home and staying safe. And happy Charter Day. Happy birthday to Jacksonville University, and an especially congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm going to talk to you in just a moment. You know, it's April 16th of every year. It was April 16th of 1934 when four gentlemen got together in Jacksonville and decided there needed to be a great university in a city that was going to create the bold new city of the South. And those folks got together and they began as a junior college and they moved the thing around. And then in 1950, we came out here to Arlington, to the campus all of you know. So if you're a current student on the line today, a parent, a faculty member, a staff member, to every one of you, I say happy birthday to Jacksonville University here. 86 years old today. My time here under Dr. Kinney, who I'm going to mention in a minute, was from 1977 to 1981 when she was the president. So it's wonderful to be able to celebrate a day like this. It looks festive outside, although I know many of us are dealing with our own personal challenges at home. I'd like to offer a toast and a congratulations to the class of 2020 by sharing a thought. You know, you always say, what's a piece of advice someone gave you, or what's something that someone brought in front of you. Let me just offer this one thought. I was taught early on a simple phrase: character is destiny. And to a lot of young people, those seem like just vague alliterations. The idea that what you believe in, who you are, that thing that you've decided to become, is going to set you on your path for the rest of your life. And my father said that to me. My coaches said that to me. And when I came to Jacksonville University, a woman named Fran said that to me. President Kinney, this idea that your character is what you will become, is your destiny. So now let me raise a glass with my colleagues who are here on the phone and tapped in to collaborate around the world and say, here is to the class of 2020. A special congratulations to you, to your health, to your good happiness, and to staying home and staying safe until we see you again. Cheers. And while everyone takes a sip there, I can't leave all of you without sharing with you this. This is the glass I will drink out of today as I toast the class of 2020 and all. This is the only glass like this in the world. I got this from the now 103-year-old Chancellor Emeritus of the University. This is a glass from 1970, so you see me handling it carefully. It celebrates the anniversary now. This was made in 1970. It has the picture, the etched-in face of every member of that famous 1970 basketball team. And I wish I were drinking something other than water out of this, but I toast every one of you in the class of 2020. I thank all of those who are in this call today. Here's to a happy birthday to Jacksonville University. Cheers, Scott, back to you.
Thank you, President Cost. And yeah, as the gentleman that oversees our marketing and communications and our branding, everybody's getting put to the test today. If you notice, I've got the glass with all of the appropriate marks all over it here from the bookstore, our friends at Barnes & Noble. So pressure's on for our provost and our dean of students who we're about to go to. Can appreciate those well wishes and congrats from President Cost for the class of 2020. Our virtual global toast continues on as I pass the baton to our provost, Dr. Chris Sapienza.
Oh, thank you, Scott Bacon. It's so hard to follow our president. I mean, how do you follow that with the 1970 glass like that, students? Well, absolutely. Happy birthday to JU, turning 86 today on April 16th. And I'm remembering it was just a month or so ago that we went into a full online mode. But here we are, graduates. It's your time, and it's 2020. We're walking across the stage with you, and our minds and our hearts are with you. Parents, we offer our congratulations to you. You have worked hard with your students from the time they were born to now having them graduate with their degree from our premier university. Grandparents, spouses, partners, you've all been involved, and your friends, of course, too. All the peers that you've met on campus, all of your friends and the network. It's going to be so important for you to keep in touch with your friends. They become part of your future. I know for myself, I've stayed in touch with people I've graduated not only from high school and college, and I still rely on them from time to time, and they've helped motivate me and move me through my career. So one piece of advice for you is to stay in touch, to build that network, not only with us here at JU. We want you to be proud alums of JU. We want you to think about your future, and we want you to know that, at least I'm very confident, I think you are too, that you have gained all the knowledge and skills to offer flexibility in your career. You're going to have so many choices out there. You're technically and creatively and artistically and humanly ready to do this. This is your time. You've matured so much. I think for me, I've always chose a career where I could find my best happiness. And I think when you choose happiness, it allows you to open up your entrepreneurial spirit, and it allows you to excel in the work that you've done and that you will do. And always find a mentor. You know, don't think that this is the end of your education. You will continue to be educated and advised by great people you meet in your life. So always look for a mentor, and remember, your education doesn't stop here. We're here for you. We value you. We are so proud of what you've earned, and we're so proud to shortly call you a JU alum. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sapienza, and I see a lot of well wishes coming from all the folks that are joining us here during the virtual town hall. Keep them coming. It's great to see. And again, a reminder, you can share your congrats to the class of 2020 with your own global toast online with the hashtag JUToast. So with that, we'll keep the well wishes rolling and hand things to our Dean of Students, Dr. Christy Gover.
Thank you, Scott. And to our class of 2020, I just want to say that you all have played such an important role in creating and building the culture and community that's so important to Jacksonville University and what we have grown to call our JU family. And you have a special place in the university's history. And I hope that the hurricanes and exams and challenges that you have faced along the way, including this pandemic, have really helped you grow as an individual and be a better person and be a better friend and a better son and a better daughter. And that you are reflecting on your experience at JU very fondly when you look back at your orientation experience, the friendships and connections that you made starting way back at orientation, and that you built upon attending homecoming, joining a fraternity or sorority, getting involved in SGA or the International Student Association, playing the sport that you love at the collegiate level, and really taking advantage of all that JU had to offer. I hope that you think about the faculty members that played a role in your life, who just went above and beyond to support you as an individual, and those staff members that supported you along the way, the RA in your residence hall and your roommate. As the Dean of Students, when I think about what I want you to remember and once you move beyond Jacksonville University, is that you look back on those friendships and relationships, and you think about those late night conversations with your roommate, or the conversations that you had in the library in your study group about life and what you learned from each other as it relates to your relationships. How it has played a role you are, but more importantly about what your future holds and how JU has played a role in your future. You started as our students, but you're finishing as our friends, and that's what means so much to us. So my advice to you, my friend, is to always remember who you are and what you represent. And we hope that JU will always be a part of what you represent. That was some advice given to me as a teenager growing up. I'll reflect back on what President Koss said. He got that advice growing up as well. And my mom always said, remember who you are and what you represent. And I hope you carry that through life. And we miss you and we love you. Go Fins. We can't wait to see you back at this year.
Heartfelt sentiments from the senior leadership for the institution. So much appreciated here today. And just a fantastic send-off for our class of 2020s during these uniquely challenging times. Let's give our JU Fins up, and let's do a global toast here to the class of 2020. Cheers. Well, appreciate that sentiment from President Cost, Dr. Sapienza, and Dr. Gover. Wanted to transition now into some of our operational updates. I know a lot of you got the communication this week of the news of us extending online learning through the summer, through summer term 2, and the stay at home for our employees through the month of May, through May 31st. So we'd be remiss if we didn't spend some time talking about those as we continue to be mindful of the operations of the institution, of course, and wanted to pass things back to Dr. Sapienza.
Thank you, Scott. You know, I've received so many stories from the students, and I love the fact that you're sending me videos of how you're studying and putting songs together with, you know, how to study for your materials, and so we're learning, we're grasping how to be in this online environment. We're going to continue into summer 2 in an online format. The most pertinent reason is because of your wellness and our attention to your safety. The faculty are prepared. You know that our academic technology team is ready. Our tutoring sessions will remain online. Everything that we've put in place, from our library resources to our tutoring, to our advising center, to working with our registrar's office. And again, I do encourage you to move forward with your registrations for the summer. Get yourself on board for summer 1 and summer 2. And if you have any questions about fall registrations, reach out to our registrar, Mr. Rob Berwick, at rberwick, BERWIC, at ju.edu. But we're going to go fully online for summer 2, which ends July 31st. Now, there may be a possibility that if some of the guidelines get loosened, that we will be able to move forward with some of our applied courses, particularly for things that go on in the College of Fine Arts and in our College of Healthcare Sciences. But we will work with marketing and communications, keep you updated as those things evolve. So thank you, Scott.
Dr. Sapienza. Appreciate that update. As we will pass things along now to Dr. Gover to get her thoughts from the student affairs perspective.
Thank you, Scott. As we're wrapping up the semester here on campus, our students are starting to transition home. The students who are remaining here on campus are starting to transition home. As everyone knows from our recent communication, we did have a positive case here on our campus with an employee at Aramark. And we took a number of precautions following that case being reported, and we have outreached and connected with anyone that we thought may have been in contact with that employee. I would also just like to note that in consultation with the Department of Health, that because that employee was asymptomatic, the risk of transmission is lower, so that's certainly a bonus for us. You know that we closed the dining hall for 4 days while we did a deep clean of the dining hall, and we transitioned staff who had worked for that employee, and they're in quarantine right now and self quarantine. So I think we took a number of measures to just ensure the safety of our campus community moving forward, and appreciate Aramark's partnership in that regard. That employee is doing well. We also have a couple of students who have since reported that they have tested positive. Those students are not in Jacksonville. They're outside the city of Jacksonville. Some are outside the state of Florida and have not been on campus for some time. And so, but our heart and our thoughts and our prayers go out to those students who are recovering. And you know, this is serious. We're starting to see how this is impacting families beyond our students and students who are losing family members. And so, you know, we're certainly not out of the woods yet, and just want to reiterate the sobering fact that we have to take this seriously and continue to take this seriously. So as we're starting to transition in our residential communities, for students who are not staying for summer, those students are probably heading back home. We have a number of students who are staying. Less than 30 students will likely be on campus during the summer. And we're asking that if you are not already living on campus, that you stay put. And that for summer too, but at this point we're just asking that everyone stay put. If you're already on campus and you have not and you plan to stay, you need to stay. You need to go ahead and sign up for summer housing so you can indicate to us to stay, and we're going to keep those students in Oak Hall. Any student who is moving out, we'll use our express checkout process that we've been using all along, but we are asking students to sign up. If they're moving out one of the last 3 days of the semester, we're asking those students to sign up for a move out time frame, and that doesn't mean that a staff member is going to meet you at that time frame or anything. It just means that we're going to stagger the move out to lower the traffic flow as people are coming and going, and reduce the number of people that you'll be interacting with during that move out time frame. So those are some of the logistics for us. We do ask that our students who are staying on campus just continue to maintain that social distancing. We will keep our dining facilities open. We'll communicate out what that updated dining looks like, that updated dining schedule for summer, and then we'll stay in touch. Please continue to check your email for updates from the housing office. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Dr. Gover, and I'm scrolling through a lot of really thoughtful sentiments, and congrats for the class of 2020 in the chat room. If you haven't already, you can pop that open with the purple icon in the bottom right of your screen. Also, are folks putting some helpful links up to the registrar, to academic advising, for all the latest information on the coronavirus and the university's communications as well. So please make sure to check out those links. And a reminder, this session will be recorded. I know some folks are having to go in and out because of other timing issues, so please do remember, we're going to post this on social, put it on our landing page. So if you hear about or you want to come back and check out the whole thing, we will post this entire session online and push through social, so folks get a chance to check out today's virtual town hall. So before we wrap things up with a few more housekeeping items, would love to pass things back to President Cost to get his final thoughts.
Thanks very much, Scott. I sit here thinking to all of you here, you know, as a graduate of this university myself, how strongly we all feel about the Jacksonville University family. It's an incredible time of humanity. You have to admit as you sit there how remarkable it is that at this time when we're all distanced, that there's never been a time when there's a greater need for empathy and compassion and humanity. And I will tell you, a great dose of humility. For all of us who think we can control lots of things, something that happened thousands and thousands of miles away are impacting the Jacksonville University family on this celebratory day. So know that we're thinking of you, especially to the class of 2020. I mean, you are true dual citizens. You're the first I've seen who have citizenship in the alumni of Jacksonville University, and all of us welcome you, and citizenship in this virtual world that you've been living in, studying in, and it looks like, according to Drs. Gover and Dr. Sapienza, thriving in. I couldn't be prouder of that. But know you're standing on two spinning logs. You're doing difficult things. Know that our hearts and thoughts are with you. We will come out of this stronger. We will do everything it takes to welcome the class of 2020, every single person engaged in this call today, and all of the alums back to Jacksonville University as soon as it's safe. So please stay safe, stay home, pay attention to the science, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Thank you, President Cost, and thank you for everyone for joining us again. A reminder, we do these every other Thursday, our virtual town hall meetings from Jacksonville University with our senior leadership. This, again, is recorded and will be available online. Any questions we did not get to, please, please, please send them to careteam@ju.edu, where we have a team of folks who are eagerly awaiting those, trying to disperse those across campus and get questions answered as quickly as possible. And all the information, again, is available at ju.edu/coronavirus. So thank you again to President Cost, to Dr. Sapienza, Dr. Gover for joining us here today, everyone taking time to join us, and most importantly, to the class of 2020. Make sure to make your video. Go on to ju.edu to get more information. Go on to social media and post your video with the hashtag JUToast. Congrats and cheers to the class of 2020 as we have our global toast here today. Appreciate everyone joining us and have a great day.